feel it, people? I mean, do you really feel it? It is a pleasure, guys, to do these fantasy fights and take requests from people. And I tried to mix it up as much, but I said for the 100th episode installment of the Opinion Spot, which is now, I was going to do this fight. And this fight is dedicated and was requested by my friend Respect 2007, or as I call him, Agent R, Agent Respect. And Respect, guys, if you can hear the music, you know, seems a little Japanese, ominous, and towards some kind of sword fight between warriors of Japan. And that's exactly what it is. And Respect puts, I call it the Battle of Ninjas. He puts two very popular ninjas, Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden series. So yes, even the Dead or Alive fighting game series, against the Azuma Ninja Clan leader, Rikimaru from the Tenchu series. Not bad. Now, I was going to tweak this fight a little bit and add some others, but I said, no, I'm not going to do that for anybody's fights. This is what they want. I'm going to give it to them. Now, these are two badass ninjas, no doubt about it. You know, maybe some people know one better than the other. That's no problem. So I guess let's start off with the most recognizable one. And that's Ryu Hayabusa. Now his name means Pergrid Falcon Dragon. Okay, that's kind of cool. You know, he is the son of Joe Hayabusa. And he's been in many games. He is also best friends with Hayate, Ayane, Kasumi's brother, and he's allies to both of them. Okay. He's known as the Ninja Dragon, or the Dragon Ninja. His abilities are off the chart. He's a very extremely powerful ninja, and that's basically benefit from his training, you know, as well as ties to dragons. You know, his clan, it has big ties to dragon. Hence the blade that he carries is known as the Dragon Blade, if I'm not mistaken. Very powerful Nimpo, or ninja magic as some people call it, but I name it. You know, he can throw fireballs out, and he has cold element moves like the tornado ice move he usually does. But Ryu is badass, man. This guy has taken it to many devil incarnate demons. You know, like the Holy Volgo Emperor, or Doku, or Wolf. You know, his games are off the chart. You know, no doubt about that. And he's one of those ninjas you want him as an ally, and not as your enemy, because he's gonna make you pay. He's gonna make you pay very much. You know, Ryu is just one of those guys you gotta love. He's one of those well-respected video game icons that I, for one, have to pay homage to. You know, because he's all that, and it may be old school, but he's all that in a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? He could take it to pretty much any bad guy you can think of. To me, if there's any person I influence my character, Shadow Slinger, off of, he's the man. He's basically the guy. You know, member of a secret ninja clan, and just badass. You know, right there. You know. So yeah, of course, Ryu's badass. There's nothing more you could say about Ryu that you probably don't already know about him. Because, like I said, he takes it to any villain. Have you seen the villains or the bosses you have to fight in all the games that he's been in? They look like they're well overpowered, but in the end, Ryu successfully defeats them. So let's go into his combatant, okay? And this is probably the one that probably not too many people know about, but I, for one, know about him. And that's Rikimaru. Now, he's the head and member of the Azuma Ninja Clan. And they are under the services of Lord Goda. Now, he wields the Ayoya sword, which has been passed from generation to generation. From Azuma clan member to Azuma. In the beginning, Rikimaru was kind of headstrong, cocky, thinking he could beat everybody, thinking his abilities was untouched by anybody. And that misplaced self-confidence earned him painful experiences once he left his village, And, the Azuma clan, ninja clan, in some way has suffered a lot, and in some way has been reduced to being made up of basically only two ninja, himself and Ayame. But Rikimaru is great. Don't get me wrong. But Rikimaru, the older he got, the more that he understood that there is always someone better out there. No matter how much I think I'm the best at what I do, there's someone better out there. There's gonna come somebody better. And that's exactly what led him to become the head of the Azuma clan, and why he now goes on to train other young ninja to basically reinform the Azuma clan, basically reform it. And now, because of that, over the time, he has become now not just the leader of the Azuma, but he also trains them. And you see that more properly in the game Tenchu Z that came out for the Xbox 360, which is a pretty good game because you create your own character and you take orders from Rikimaru. I've always considered Rikimaru the most muscular ninja I've ever seen, because he is by far perhaps one of the most muscular ninja I ever seen. But he's very quick, he's very fast. But with all that, let's get down to how this battle would go off. Some people might say, a battle between the Dragon Ninja Clan and the Azuma Clan. I don't see it that way. I just see it as these two testing each other, to see, because not all ninja clans are enemies with other. Some ninja clans saw themselves as, if I needed an ally, let me test out this ninja clan to see how, and let's put the leaders, head of the ninja clan, against each other. And I see this fight basically skill versus skill versus skill. no ninpo, no ninja magic art, no ninjutsu art, just swordsmanship, martial arts skills, and let the best man win. But in the end, I do see these guys having highly respect for each other, but I do see Ryu coming out on top. And I'll tell you why. Because of because of Ryu's judgment of not thinking he's better than everybody. You know, in my mind, I still think Rikimaru still has that feeling that he's better. But Ryu would come out. But you guys tell me what you think. This is my